All right. Excuse me. All right. Can't see my chats yet. So give me a moment. Give me one moment. We'll have the chats here in a sec. Oh, wow. Lots of people in here already. Wow, that's a lot of you. Okay, cool. Love to see it. Let me pop this out. Boom. Chat popped out. We got that going right there. Pixel Rat, what's up, man? I see you in the Twitch chat. There we go. Trump will start speaking here in a sec. We're slightly behind him. Oh, what was that? I heard myself from somewhere. That was not good. Where did I hear that from? I have no idea. Oh, probably right here. Okay. All right. So, damn, that's a lot of you. Let me scroll up here. We got the Dapper Wolf, Landon, Chris, Empire Racing, JSav, Colin, Josh. I always love to read out the names at the beginning of the streams and throughout the stream, just to let you guys know I see you here. All right. Hugh Jorgen, Dave. We got Looter and Shooter. This is just the YouTube Shorts chat. Sam D. Sosa. We got Devin. Oh wow. Okay, there we go. We got a gifted what? What the fuck was that? We got jewels? I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that even means. What the hell just happened? See, who do we got? Let's read off the Twitch chat. We've got Gonzo, he's hanging out. Orange, Matthew Pixel Rat. Thank you guys for hanging out. Orange and Matthew, first time chatters over on Twitch. Who else we got? We got Billy. What is this? Gifted jewels. I don't even know what the fuck that is. The fuckity is that? I'm gonna have to turn that shit off. I'm not sure what it is. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's something on YouTube. That's crazy. What the hell? I'm so confused. I'm like, what the hell is that? It's some stuff I have set up. Oh my God, that's so loud. I need to figure out how to turn that down. Yo, you guys are giving me jewels. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you. This is awesome. Okay, let me turn that down. Alert box. Let me find this. I can figure this out. A new follower. YouTube. Jewel gifts. There it is. All right. I found, we're going to pick a different sound. Thank you guys for the jewels. First thing, let's turn down the volume. We'll save that. Let's go down way lower, like 10%. There we go. There we go. I think that's a lot better. And then we'll pick a different sound. Something sounds cooler. 35 seconds of clapping. No, let's not do that. Stock sounds. What is this? Oh my God, that's too much. Jesus. Let's just keep it at where it's at right now. I think that's good. We'll just keep it where it's at right now. All right, this should be starting soon. Let me scooch ahead. Here we go. All right, we'll get it right here. We get up ahead in time. All right, this is about to start from the beginning. Here we go. We're going to watch it together. We got more jewels. Thank you guys very much for the jewels. Trying to figure out what the hell what's going on here. GG's.
Good evening.
There's the man.
Before we begin, I'm proud to report that our country is safer, stronger, and far wealthier than it has ever been before. We are doing great. Less than 2 years ago, we inherited an economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation in 48 years, the wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, including criminals of all types, and 11,888 murderers, many of whom killed more than one person. We had transgender for everybody, men and women's sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation, and the whole world, not anymore. 2 years ago, our country was dead. Now, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is respected like we have never been respected before. We have more money being invested in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened. It was just given out. The media reported it, and we accept it. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars, like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America, and a 100% expensing for our job-creating businesses. Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years, but we can actually say of all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history. For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored nation's policy, because I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%. TrumpRx.gov, this will ultimately reduce the cost of health care. You have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of health care is coming way down because of what we've done with prescription drugs. And with Trump accounts, every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment account to save for their future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18, they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account, and they'll get off to a great start in life.
Thanks for the sub,
So
Mr.
for that,
Green.
go to TrumpAccounts.gov and sign up your child or any child who'd like to sign up. Our previously wide open borders have been transformed into the most secure borders in the history of our country, with 0 illegal aliens being admitted to the United States in the past 14 months. That is 0. Nobody thought it was possible. We had the worst border in the history of our country, and now we have the best. Crime is plummeting nationwide, with the murder rate at its lowest level since 1900, or more than 125 years ago. We're making a record investment in our armed forces, and we have the strongest and most powerful military by far anywhere in the world. I built it during my first term, and unfortunately, we're forced to use it now. We won in Venezuela, which is now working with us to produce millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly. America is back and doing really well, but we still have a major challenge that must be urgently addressed, because no country can be great without fair and honest elections. You have to trust your country, because if there can be no trust, there can be no greatness. And that's very simple. No trust, no greatness. For many years, I've called for bold, swift, and decisive action to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure, one where cheating and interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible.
So people were right.
Unfortunately,
it is
the
about
system
elections.
we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes and really exposes like levels never thought possible to hacking, exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you, the American people, our beautiful, our great American people.
ID at the polls, I agree.
But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by our top intelligence agency chiefs, who have all personally reviewed the findings. We are presenting this evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Go check it out. Our purpose in disclosing this information is not to weaken confidence in election, but to earn that confidence by confronting vulnerabilities and correcting them very, very quickly. And that's what we're doing. The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files.
Wow.
That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases, in our intelligence agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China. Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country, a standard, very pat line that was divvied out to say. The cover-up of this colossal security breach is even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration and our 2020 campaign. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump, to win, and for good reason. As the documents we are releasing show, CIA reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S. president in an effort to reduce the U.S. president's votes and make him resign or prevent his re-election. Isn't that nice? Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of the U.S. midterm elections and later the results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately, in mid-2019, the Chinese government's strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just make you sound like your president wasn't so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did everything possible to do exactly that. Going on, this document
Thank you guys for the
says,
jewels.
this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies to influence U.S. business leaders to turn against the President of the United States of America. The Chinese government sought to identify U.S. journalists who had reported negatively on the U.S. president and pay them large sums of money to write more negative articles about him, as many as they could, and they didn't care what they said. The Chinese government wanted U.S. president to lose the next election, and the reason they wanted me to lose is because they knew I was wise to them, charged them billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs, and built the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. These are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden. Documents show that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing. These were briefings I would get almost every day. Everything was kept out that was of importance. One email among intelligence analysts admitted that they had, quote, deliberately massaged the presidential daily briefing to withhold information regarding Chinese activities related to the election. Another official inside the FBI wrote that she was running, quote, a shadow government, unquote.
Thank you, guys.
To keep intelligence about China's election meddling from becoming known and to keep it away from the honorable press. Other officials who witnessed such efforts perceived the motivations to be blatantly political. Recently, we found significant numbers of burn bags in formation, and this is a group of bags that were used to destroy information given by President Barack Hussein Obama to be burned. It was supposed to be burned. These bags were supposed to be at a different level by different people, incinerated and checked, but it never happened. Maybe we got lucky. We believe this was not done on purpose, but rather through gross incompetence of the people that were supposed to burn the bags. But the findings are stunning. Today, I'm asking the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the CIA to investigate how and why such crucial information was hidden, to fire those involved in the cover-up, and to file criminal charges, if appropriate, against these people. Yet concealing China's meddling was only the beginning. The third set of documents we are releasing proves that for many years, Americans were blatantly lied to about the security of our election infrastructure, including electronic voting machines and ballot counting systems. Dishonest, almost all. They're vulnerable and they're easily compromised, and people within our government knew that. Tonight, we're publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. As one assessment states, we judge that the United States adversaries, including, at a minimum, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, as well as non-state groups, have the capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. That's unquote, but that's some statement, isn't it, made by supposedly great patriots of our country. The document goes on to further state that, quote, we assess that centralized election-related data repositories, such as voter registration databases, poll books, and other official election websites, are most vulnerable to exploitation, and adversaries could use this access to these systems to disrupt election processes within the United States of America. Tonight, we're releasing all of those findings, and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026. This is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines. Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela, and that's exactly what happened, conspiring to digitally rig their own country's elections in 2020, and that's what they did. This reporting included precise details about methods to regime develop to digitally alter vote totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit, no matter how deep they went. This intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was in the past. The fourth set of documents
Only one
reveals
side
that
of
even
people
when
is going to be against
significant
that.
evidence of fraud has been detected, it has been buried and covered up. Among the disclosures tonight are FBI files detailing evidence of alleged fraud by a large-scale voter registration operation in Michigan. In 2020, Michigan State Police raided a Democrat Get Out the Vote organization, corrupt group in Muskegon. And we're so concerned by what they found. They were just so concerned, they couldn't believe it, actually, that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state that some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names, submitted fraudulent registration for people who did not exist, and received gift cards tied to their number of applications that they produced. In other words, it was pay, play, and cheat. The FBI agents working on the case believe that crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow-walked the investigation and killed it.
Autopen.
Tonight, I'm asking the FBI director to ensure that the matter is fully investigated and to work with the Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. Finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be, we are releasing the results of a stunning investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. According to the DHS review, state voter rolls and public records, they identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens who are registered to vote in federal elections. Since Democrat states refuse to share their voter files, the real number is actually much higher than that. Yet, even this limited analysis found more than 250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no one can possibly defend it. It is not defensible. Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking and manipulation and corruption. China and other countries have been trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed and active on the voter rolls. And yet we still have elections
It's one of my biggest fears.
No voter ID.
Voting after I'm
no
dead.
proof of citizenship. and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly through the mail. As one example of the insanity, California's recent election for mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, a long time ago, but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. Took a month to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse than any third world country. There's no third world country that has elections.
Didn't
like
you just
we
say
have.
journalists were paid big dollars
In
to
a
write
rare
negative
move,
stories?
NBC
Yeah, by China.
and ABC Fake
That's what he
News
said.
have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it.
I'll air it.
They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in
He's
value
saying it.
airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing. All we want is honesty in our elections and honesty in reporting. They pay nothing for multi-billion-dollar assets. Great damage has been done to our country. Our elections were left vulnerable to being rigged and stolen, and the trust of the American people was lost. This cannot be allowed to continue. Every American, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, or otherwise, should be able to agree that we deserve the most secure, honest, and fair election system anywhere in the world.
I agree, you know.
Secure elections should be a partisan, really, we should be together, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everybody, and it should not be a partisan issue. It should cause to unite us, not to divide us. This should be a cause. We should be united, not divided. In light of the brand new and irrefutable information I have revealed tonight,
Yeah, they're
my
losing it
administration is in
everywhere.
the process of notifying the states whose election data was compromised by the People's Republic of China and many others. We will be working closely to mitigate any harm, and we're taking swift action to ensure that sensitive voter data is better protected so we can never be bought, we can never be hacked, and we can never watch a stolen election again. Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland Security will hold a briefing to outline his department's recent work confirming cyber vulnerabilities in our electronic voting systems. They are bad. We're in the process of informing governors,
There's supposed to be a
senators, and
website.
members of Congress of potential issues in their states. If you look at voting today, it's in such bad shape in so many states, and we are committing to fix it. And we're also committing to be working with those states and local jurisdictions to help them fix and patch known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm elections. We have very important elections
Yes,
coming up. We want
the
those
timing
elections
is
to
like
be
everyone
honest.
knows.
I've also ordered DHS to notify every state about non-citizens on their voter rolls and direct them to remove all ineligible voters from the lists immediately. But most importantly, addressing this crisis of election security demands that Congress must pass the Save America Act.
I agree with it.
How
Pass
easy
it.
is that to do
It's
unless
not.
you want to cheat?
I think they want to
The only
cheat.
reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat.
I
because
agree.
Your policies are so bad and your candidates are so pathetic that you can't get away or can't get elected.
Now he's
any
just
other way.
riffing, dude.
This landmark bill requires that all voters must show photo voter ID. How simple is that?
This
So have your
is
photo,
Michigan.
please. Photo voter ID. All voters must provide
Non-citizens?
proof of citizenship. Are you a citizen of our country, please?
I have this saved.
And hopefully there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watched California and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt.
Yeah,
So
fuck
you
mail-in
have
ballots. Go vote.
No mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel if you're going away on business or vacation. These reforms are urgently needed to stop the vulnerabilities that I've mentioned. To all Americans, I ask you to pick up your phone tomorrow, call your representatives in the House and Senate, and demand that they pass the Save America Act without delay. Together, we will restore faith and confidence in our country, and we will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Thank you
for the jewels.
God bless you. God bless our great military, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
So they didn't want us. They didn't want to air that on all the networks. Even Fox didn't want to air it. Apparently, nobody wanted to air that. We did, bro. I'll air that shit. Let's let the man speak. The more you try to hide what he has to say, more people want to hear it, man.
Of thousands of.
That's the truth. That's just the way it goes. They're scared. I don't know. That's what I deduce, man. They're scared. Bob Carey, thanks for hanging out. Who else we got? Now I could talk. I didn't want to interrupt Trump earlier. I was looking on, thank you guys all for the jewels. I appreciate it. There's lots of jewels coming in. We got a lot of people watching over on YouTube on both the short stream and the regular stream. That's awesome. Love to see it. We are about to see the most disabled people in all the United States. What do you mean, like online? I don't know. I'm going to start. I'm looking right now. There's a lot of people complaining. Donald Trump is spending his evening spewing lies from 6 years ago instead of lowering costs for you right now, from Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. So this is what he released. He released this thing about the election integrity. So there's four main points here. One of them is talking about vulnerability. So he's saying that per their investigation, they were able to find some vulnerabilities in the electronic voting systems. Also, he says there's evidence of China meddling and paying media people to write bad stories about Trump to try and not get him elected. Because, like, if you think about it, like, China does not want Trump to be elected. Like, he's a problem for them. You know, whether lefties are going to have a hard time with it, but if they're a reasonable lefty, they're going to be like, yeah, dude, China doesn't like Trump. They'd rather have someone easier to deal with. But, you know, anyways. And then we have Michigan voter registration investigation. What's that? So saying that specifically Michigan, significant evidence of fraud has been detected and has been buried and covered up. Among the disclosures are FBI files detailing evidence of alleged fraud by a large-scale voter registration operation in Michigan. In 2020, Michigan State Police raided a Democrat get-out-of-the organization in Muskegon, and were so concerned by what they found that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names, submitted fraudulent registrations for people who do not exist, and received gift cards tied to the number of applications they produced. The FBI agents working on the case believed the crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow-walked the investigation for years. Director Patel is being directed to ensure that the matter is fully investigated and to work with the Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. So that's interesting. Oh, here's you could legit download these things. Hold up. I gotta see. You can like just download this. What? Can I open it from here? Here it is. Oh yeah, so all the evidence, you can just download it right now. All the evidence that they have. Interesting. That's cool. More jewels. Damn, 1,000 jewels. Thank you guys very much. Yes, I am doing a live. Trump won 420 in the chat. What's up, man? They voted for Hillary. Yeah, I know, the Hillary voters. This is crazy. This is actually pretty crazy. What makes it more crazy is that none of the networks wanted to air this. Like, what does that mean? That's extra crazy, if you ask me. Jules go all the jewels. Love it, buddy. Much love from Colorado. Hey, I'm in Colorado. Much love back at you. What's up from Broomfield? What's up, Broomfield? I'm in Thornton. Democrats run the mainstream media. I mean, not so much anymore. You know, like CNN is owned by Larry Ellison, or his son at least, or something like that. Release the Epstein files. They released a bunch of them. I'm sure there's a bunch more to release. I'm not sure. I'm a big believer a lot of that shit was destroyed a long time ago. Like the stuff that people want released, whatever the juicy stuff was, that shit's gone. There's no way. There is no way. I don't watch TV news anymore. Me either. I just go on social media like Twitter and stuff, like mostly Twitter. That's what I'm using. Mostly Twitter, and then AI to fact check stuff. Wait, you could download all the redacted information? I don't know if you could download that redacted information, but remember when the Epstein files came out, if you did a little trick on your computer, you could see everything that was redacted? Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to make that same mistake twice, but it would be funny if they did. I wouldn't be surprised, you know? I mean, it's possible. You don't vote Democrat or Republican? You know, I mean, I don't think that way either. I don't go like Democrat or Republican. I just go with like what makes the most sense. And like, I mean, the left has just gotten so absurd, you know, that it's like, it's really hard. It's really hard to support them in hardly any way right now. You know what I mean? I was a lot more balanced in the past, but now it's like, here's an example. The reflecting pool. Who gives a shit? Right? Like, that's the best example I can give of like, it's the TDS thing. It's real. TDS is real. It's so TDS, the reflecting pool has captured all of there's like pro algae people going there like, yay, algae, like praying to it and shit. You know, that's hard to like be like to, you know, I'm a pretty tolerant person. All right. I fuck with all different types of walks of life. All right. That's hard to be tolerant of. I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's just pathetic and weird, dude. Like, you're such a pussy. Holy shit. Like, find something to do other than that. Like, something productive. Don't go pray to the algae just because like you want Trump to fail at water, dude. What the fuck? That's so crazy. Rubio 2028. A lot of people like him, dude. He's been, you know, Rubio is been getting a lot done. And if you think about this, with all the work he's been doing, he's been working hard, bro. They send him everywhere to take care of shit. And he's been getting it done. When he's, not when, but if he ended up being in charge, right? Having a big role, like maybe VP or president or something, right? And someone else has his old position. He's going to want to make sure that it's the right person in that position. And he's going to get involved. And he's going to be like, he's not going to let them like be less effective than he was. You know what I mean? That's just the way I look at it. Because you don't want to like leave a position and then like now you're in charge and then someone else is doing that and they're doing dog shit and you're like, dude, I used to run that. What the fuck? So I have a feeling he's going to make sure, you know, if he were to be in charge, he would make sure that a lot of that stuff's being done right. You're still balanced. The party shifted left. Trump is a 90s Democrat. Yeah, I'm pretty much like, so like the craziest stuff. I get recognized quite a bit. Well, I met one of you guys last night. I was at a comedy show in Denver. I was going to go up. I ended up leaving a little early, but yeah, I go and do stand up here and there. And there was one of you guys that was doing it. And then he was like, oh my God, I love, you know, he was like, me and one other political channel were like his favorite ones. And I was like, all right, right on. That's super sick. And, but then he started going to like the libs, am I right? The fucking libs. And I was just like, I don't know. I've never called anyone libtards and stuff like that, you know? Like, they are lib and they are retarded. right? But I just like, that's not my kind of language, you know? I don't speak like, I just say lefties and righties. That's the way, because I'm more of a bring everyone back together guy, right? His attitude is like everyone's the enemy. I know a lot of you guys, you fucking, whichever side you're watching from, the other side's the enemy. I know. That's how a lot of the viewers go when you do political content. So let everyone know where I stand. Since I'm alive, I get to talk about it. I mean, I lean righty. There's things on both sides that make sense to me, mostly righty stuff, you know, but I mean, I don't know. I believe in like roads, you know, roads are nice. That's like, you know, that's technically a type of socialism right there. Roads and police and stuff. Yeah. You know, like I think, college is a scam and it should be free, but I also think we should have law enforcement. You know, like I kind of on both sides there, you know, like, I don't know. The internet should just, I don't know. I can't believe college is still a thing. It's crazy. I mean, for certain stuff, but it's such a scam. I need to take my medicine. Stop pushing the Fed slop about Tyler Robinson. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about it as it comes out and say what I think, bro. I'm going to say what I think. If you want to say what you want to think, make a YouTube channel, start uploading videos to it. And then you could say whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you to say, like, stop saying certain things. I would never do that. I would never go to your channel and be like, stop saying this. I'm just going to let you say whatever the fuck you want. Go make your own channel. Make it what you want. That's the way I look at it. I'm going to say what I want. College for law and STEM, not much more. I mean, there's a lot of great things college is for, right? It's just been like bastardized. It's been like weaponized for agenda. And it's just clogged. Like on paper, college is amazing. In practical use, humans are totally screwing it up. You know what we need is some James Bond music. That's the classic thing we used to have all the time. Let's get that going. Let's do we got a lot of subscribers popping off. Love to see it. GoldenEye watch theme. There we go. We're just gonna play that. I got one right. Here we go. This is always good to have in the background. James Bond pause music, baby. Yep, that really sets the mood. Taxes are socialist. They are. Yeah, there's a lot of socialist things, you know, that are normal. You know, I always like to say like roads. You know, I'm cool with that. I don't want like the reward of getting rich to be taken away. That's kind of where I'm at. Hey, we got a member. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, we got 5 memberships. Moldy, thank you for gifting members to the channel. Let's go. As members, something really cool happens. You get a little Pokemon egg next to your name. And the longer you're a member, it hatches and then a Pokemon comes out. And then over time, that Pokemon evolves. You get a cool little thing next to your name in the chat. There we go. So we got Karma Sassy that got one. She's in the chat and you can see she has the PFC rank. That's the private first class rank in the Marine Corps. The longer you are a member, the higher that gets as well. Thank you for the 5 gift memberships. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Stan, keep doing what you're doing, bro. A lot of people feel the same way as you. You're relatable for sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, dude. 100%. Oh yeah, I'm only in it like it's like there's people that don't like it. I mean, I have bad news. It's gonna get worse. Like, you know, I'm gonna have a bigger. My channel's just growing, you know, and I like doing this. The politics stuff is my smallest channel, and it's been doing really well. It's been doing really well for like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. I've been doing this. It's been doing good. Socialism, communism. I mean, not a fan of any of it. I'm all about capitalism. I'm about making money. Capitalism powers the world, man. All the cool shit. There's people complaining about capitalism using a chat room built with capitalism. You know what I mean? Like this whole website that we're on right now, all the ones you guys are watching from, Twitch, YouTube, it's all about capitalism. These are capitalism-based websites. They wouldn't exist without capitalism. Are you going to stream more political crack? Yeah, I'd like to. So Trump is done with his speech. We could see what other types of stuff he had on there. Like I always like to transition to a previous live. Here's 2 days ago. Let's see, he was with the Prime Minister, Republic of Iraq. That's pretty interesting. We got 400 more jewels for Moldies. Thank you. I still have to learn what jewels are. You know what? Let's grok it. Let's grok this shit. Let me find one of these posts I don't need. No, I need to keep that one. We'll just do this. All right. Let's ask, what are jewels on YouTube live streams? I don't even know what they are. This is a monetization and engagement feature rolled out starting late 2024. Initially in the US, later expanded to other places. Okay. I remember they had me turn something on like this. Viewers buy jewels and bundles via the YouTube mobile app. They use the jewels to send gifts, animated overlays, or effects that appear directly on the stream, including animations, interactive effects that respond to the creator, or themed items like food or celebratory messages. Got a follower. Extinct Lion, thanks for following over on Twitch, man. Creators receive rubies when fans send gifts. 1 ruby equals 1 cent. So 100 rubies, or is that a jewels? 100 jewels? Okay, so 100 jewels is $1. Okay. I mean, I should be able to do this basic math. How much is 1,000 jewels? It's like $10, right? $700 jewels. Oh, for 1,000, 10. Okay, 12 to 15. I see. Interesting. 200 jewels. Thank you very much, dude. That's cool. I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go live. Sorry. Where was our stream at? I think it was here. One of these. No, wait. Was it this one? It was this one. Let's watch the Iraq thing. Let's check that out.
Beautiful.
Is it good?
Your house.
4,000 jewels is $50. Wow. You tanked your channel by supporting the worst president in history? I'm killing it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, thank you very much. We've had already a good meeting. We're going to decide to do a little lunch. It wasn't scheduled, but we are going to do it on the fly because we have a tremendous chemistry together. The Prime Minister of Iraq has been amazing. He won an election.
Dark Razor, thank you for the jewels.
Could be won by anybody else other than another person who was not, in my opinion, a good person. Not good for America. I don't think good for Iraq. And I played a role in, I mean, it was very important to me to have somebody get in there that can do the job and do it well. And we have a fantastic
This is the one that CNN got owned on? Oh, nice.
He won the election.
Big fan of your stuff, Stan. Thank you, Dark Razor.
Conclusively, and he wasn't favored.
The lefties losing their shit cracks me up. TDS is comical. I enjoy it.
He's going to be there for a long time. So I just want to say it's a great honor to have the.
I enjoy it. I check my message. I'm going to check them right now. Sometimes I just check my messages and laugh.
He's been a great fighter and he's been a great fan of America. We'll be discussing that a little bit with you. But they have tremendous oil reserves. They have tremendous potential wealth, and they have tremendous wealth, not only potential. But he's done in a short period of time. He's changed that country so much. especially toward their thinking about the United States. And we have partnerships. Chris was just saying we have tremendous oil partnerships all of a sudden being formed over the last short period of time, and I guess you're going to be announcing them this week or next week, but massive, among the largest. So they have done a fantastic job over the last very short period of time, but they have a great leader, the new Prime Minister. He's a great leader. I think he's going to be there for a long period of time, and it's great to have you at the White House. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And he's a young man. He's young and he's handsome, which I don't like. I'm not happy about it.
شكرا جزيلا. لقد عقدنا اجتماعا جيدا وقد دعوته إلى وجبة الغداء، وهذا لم يكن ضمن البرنامج والجدول الذي اتفقنا عليه، لكن هنالك
Bro, she's white as hell.
بيننا وبينهم. رئيس الوزراء يقوم بعمل رائع.
She white as hell.
لم يتوقع أحد أنه سيفوز في هذه الانتخابات، لكن المرشح المضاد له كان شخص لم يعجبني.
She looks like a librarian.
لديه آراء جيدة تجاه أمريكا، لكن كان من المهم جدا لي أن تفوزوا أنتم.
America ruined that country. I was in that country.
وأنتم تقومون بعمل رائع جدا، والآن
I was part of it.
فائز جديد. لم تكن حظوظه كبيرة لكنه مع ذلك نجح في هذه الانتخابات.
Okay. Yeah.
هو شرف عظيم بالنسبة لي أن
Want me to translate for you guys?
دولة رئيس الوزراء.
She says, "Thank you, America, for coming to Iraq and raining freedom bombs upon us. We feel so free right now. So very, very free. Trump wasn't the president, but he gets all the credit.
وفي وقت قصير تمكنتم
Trump is very handsome.
بالكثير وتغيير على الأقل تغيير شعور العراقيين تجاه أمريكا. وكما
User
قال
HL in the chat says,
وزير النفط وأشار إلى ذلك أن هنالك صفقات تجارية كبيرة في مجال النفط سوف يتم الإعلان عنها هذا الأسبوع. أنتم تقومون بعمل رائع وقمتم بعمل رائع خلال وقت قصير. رئيس الوزراء طبعا هو أيضا قائد عظيم وأعتقد أنكم ستخدمون.
حفاوة الاستقبال إلى فخامة الرئيس دونالد ترامب.
Thank you for the warm welcome by His Excellency
Thank God for a translator.
President Trump.
وهذه هي زيارتي الأولى
This is my first visit
إلى الولايات المتحدة
to the
الأمريكية.
United States of America.
Welcome.
هذه الزيارة لم تكن زيارة عابرة،
This visit was not just like any visit,
وإنما زيارة إعلان شراكة اقتصادية.
rather it's an announcement of economic
What's up, Indy
partnership.
Dad Gavin? Mr. Green, I see
Where I
you.
talked to His Excellency.
Doing stand-up prep for Kill Tony.
By the 30th of September, the U.S. forces.
The way Kill Tony works is you have to go, drive to Austin or fly there or whatever. Then you do a bucket pull. You put your name in, and then there's just like fucking hundreds of comedians or more every single night, and they only pull a few, and so the chances of getting pulled on a Kill Tony thing are just like really slim. So I don't know, like there's other comedians I met here in Colorado that are doing that. I'm a YouTuber. I could just go on the internet and, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not saying I'm too good for it or anything. I would love to be on that show, right? I would love to do a minute set over there, but I don't want to drive to Austin and then put my name in a bucket and not get picked and then have this huge expense for no reason. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that. There's other people I know that are doing that. There's a dude sleeping on couches right now, just going every night doing Kill Tony, putting his name in. He's not leaving till he gets picked. $2 super chat from Dark Raiders to shut up, take my money. Thank you very much for the $2. So I'd rather just do stand up. You know, I can get shows here in Colorado all over. So I'll just do shows here and then put them on the internet, you know? Yeah, I was not saying I'm too good. I just don't want to go have my fate be randomly out of a bucket. I'm going to go like make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's better that I could totally just make it happen way easier.
Will be out of Iraq.
You're blowing around, bro. Exactly.
While the U.S. companies will be inside Iraq.
ودائما تخلق العلاقة المجتمعية هي الشراكة الاقتصادية وليس العسكرية.
While the social relations is about like economy, it's not like about like military relations.
أنقل تحياتي
I would convey my greetings
من أقدم حضارة في
from
العالم
the oldest civilization in the world.
إلى أكبر قلب اقتصادي في العالم.
I know Allah Akbar.
And technology heart in the world.
وأكرر شكري إلى فخامة الرئيس على حفاوة الاستقبال.
My thanks to His Excellency the President for the warm welcome.
Good. Well, thank you very much.
Bong James Bong. I see you in the chat.
Go ahead.
Let's hear a joke. I got a bunch. What's the difference between black people and Jews?
Who you with?
$2 super chat from Dark Razor says, please come to Michigan to do stand-up. It's so close. Let me get better. I'm not that good yet. No, and it's not the elbows. It's not elbows. Everyone wants to say ashy elbows. It's not ashy elbows.
The military there anymore. It's a very.
Oh, they steal your money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. It's a joke. I wrote it. It's in my joke book.
These are all going in now, and they're doing partnerships with Iraq. And
Where's my joke?
Getting along very well. The relationship is a whole big relationship where we don't need the military there. We're there to help them. We're there to
These are
protect
wireless.
them if need be, but we don't think that's going to be necessary. And their primary, I consider an opponent. They might have considered a friend, but I consider that an opponent was Iran, was a big burden on Iraq because they were the bully of the Middle East, as you know.
I can go over some of my
And
jokes.
we were just talking about that, but they're not going to have that problem anymore because Iran has been
I'm
very
working-
much destabilized and really.
I'm working on a joke about how they turned that gay cruise ship away from Turkey and Egypt. I'm trying to figure out a way to make that funny. So like, because I want to say, no, they should totally let them in and then have like a funny reason why that benefits Republicans. So I'm working on it. But as of right now, when I'm mathing it out, if the Muslims were to let the gays in their country and accept the gays and stop throwing them off buildings, they would unify, right? And so like that would be a big deal for the left. That would be bad for Republicans. We don't want the gays and the Muslims to get along. Them not getting along is good for righties. Stan ignores Twitch confirmed. I'm not ignoring Twitch. So I'm trying to figure out how to make, like, I could just talk about the idea of the joke, but I'm trying to figure out how to, like, how do I write this joke? It's writing jokes is so hard. Yeah, but the joke is, the other joke was, what do you call a black, what do you call a black Jewish guy? A thief. No, I'm just kidding. It's Jumal. What do you call a white Jew? A thief. So I got some good ones. Gay cruise ship, working on it. Let's see here. I have one about voting. I'm working on that. I don't want to tell that one yet. Do you guys think that I actually have a question? There's a question for you guys. So when a retarded person goes to heaven, do they stay retarded or are they fixed? Don't tell me you're anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-anybody, dude. I'm not even anti-lefties. I'm really not. Believe whatever you want. They stay retarded. They're perfect the way they are. That's the most adorable way to answer it. I would say that's, you know what I mean? It's like Avatar. Wait a minute. What? Neither am I. They're hilarious. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Dude, people see the world however they fucking want, man. I don't care. I really don't give a shit at all about changing anyone's mind about the fucking world, dude. Literally don't. That's not why I have this channel. I have this channel just to laugh at everything. Everyone's so charged up by all the other content they consume that they're not used to somebody that actually doesn't fucking care. Like, I'm not here on a mission to change anyone's mind. I don't care, dude. See the world however you want, lefties, righties, you know, whatever. I'm just being a YouTuber, dude. You guys want to watch this shit? I'm here to fucking show it to you. But I'm not super serious about it, so I just laugh at everything. I'm not gonna pretend to be serious about every little stupid thing, dude. Fuck that. I'm working on this joke. I have two endings. I went to Best Buy and asked if they have gay sex. The employee was like, what? And then I asked him again, I'm like, do you guys have gay sex? And he's like, oh. And he's like, follow me. Now I have two endings to this joke. One is he brings me to his manager and then walks away. The other one is he brings me to the Xbox aisle and then walks away. I'm not sure which one I should go with. The gay or maybe the PlayStation. It could be PlayStation. We'd call it Gay Station. That's another one. Both are decent punchlines. They're all right. That's my biggest weakness with comedy is I could come up with really good concepts, but I'm still lacking in the punchline area. I'm getting a lot of help from people though. I have a Trump impression. I master debate to a shrine of you in my closet. I like that. I'm gonna master debate to that thought or that comment you just made. I'm gonna print out $2 from the bank. I'm gonna put it in my shrine of your shrine. We could master debateception. Wonder if all the Democrats will be lighting $100 bills up in Trump's probably. No, we're 100% when there's a Donald Trump $100 bill, it's gonna get lit on fire on camera. And that person may or may not make the $100 back. I'm a Jew, I'm allowed. Yeah, Jews are allowed. Yeah, Jews are cool here. Yeah, be a Jew. Jews were way cooler 3 years ago, dude. Gay Station because no disc. That's true. China. Let's see. I got some other ones. These are just a few. I haven't released a lot of these I haven't done on stage yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. This is my impression of Trump as a rooster. This one's probably a horrible joke. This is probably one that'll never be done again, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Cockle-doo-doo-doo. I'm never saying that joke again, dude. That's the fucking... Brittany's laugh. She likes it, bro. She's my wife. She's nice. A viewer told me to kill myself. This joke never hits. I've said it like 5 times on stage. It never hits. A viewer told me to kill myself. I responded. I know you're not supposed to. And I said, I'm going to live forever. And then he responded, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Nobody gets that joke, but he's just mad that like I'm saying I'm not going to kill myself. I'm going to live forever. And then he's like, that's not what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't know. To me, it was funny. You guys suck if you're not laughing at that. I've told this one. I think I have a video of this one, but this really happened to me when I was doing a show in Golden, at a place called Gnarly's. And I was outside with all the other comics and we were doing what's called barking. And that's where you get people walking on the street to try and get them to buy a comedy ticket before the show starts. So you can get as many people in there as you can. And so we were out there doing that. And this Brown family down the sidewalk, way down there, they were walking towards us. The father was in the front. There was a mother and then 2 young children, very young, like younger than 8. And they're like Indian, you know, like Indian. And they were walking up to us. And then the dad stops. He's probably like 30 feet away, maybe 40. Right. And then he like looks across the street, he like looks at us, looks across the street, and he like steps into the street. And then now we're all looking at him. And then we're all watching him like cross the street to avoid us. So he like second guesses himself. And then he starts kind of like walking towards us again. He looks at his kids and he's like, nah, fuck that. We're crossing the street. And we're all white. So it was just kind of interesting. I've never had, like, it's always white people walking around brown people, but now the tables have turned and brown people walked around us. And that was just kind of funny to me, you know? Why was he avoiding you? Well, I was also wearing, it was 4th of July and I was wearing an American flag onesie with an American flag cowboy hat. I mean, to me, that's not a big deal, but they're clearly from India. So maybe, I don't know. It was just funny. I've never had that happen to me before. I've never had the brown people go around me, you know? And they say you can't be racist to white people. Yeah, dude, we were scary. You know, if we were scary looking, go around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against it. I'm not complaining. I'm actually in support of him going around. You never know. We could be some white troublemakers, dude. Yeah, so that happened. I could practice telling some funny stories. That's one thing I should do. I could practice telling some of my stories before I do them on stage. I've got so many Marine Corps stories I can tell you guys. I've got content creator stories. Yo, thank you guys very much for the gifts, the jewels or gems, whatever they are. Mr. Green, what you up to? You never responded to me on my DM. You ignored me. I hope I pass my test for my CDL tomorrow. Don't worry about it, dude. They're just handing those things out. I don't know if you heard about that. You're a joke. Y'all idiots love the idiot orange man. I do love the idiot orange man. I mean, look how adorable he is. Hold on. Let me move this over so you can see him better. All right. Like, I don't know why we're looking at the Iraqi dude. What the fuck am I thinking, dude? We want to look at the orange man. I love the orange man. We have a flying eagle. Fly like an eagle. 400 joules. You could just send an eagle. I don't know. This is new to me. I auto-failed my road test yesterday. Just go over there and tell them you don't speak English and they'll just give you one, dude. I promise you. Like, try it. Like, just... You know what? Do me a solid. I want to do an experiment. Just go in there and be like, no English, okay? And then they will just fucking give you a CDL. I promise you. If you go in there and say, hi, my name is Steve. I'm from America. They're going to make you take a test and shit. Okay? Do brown face? Oh my god. I should be writing that down. I'm gonna write that joke down. How to get a CDL. This joke is not gonna fly in Denver. You have no idea how much I have to censor my jokes just so I don't get banned from going on stages here in Colorado. You have no idea. But I'm gonna write a joke about how they're sending out CDLs. Let's see. My friend is worried about his CDL test tomorrow. He's really counting on this. He's really counting on passing it. I told him don't worry. They're just holding those things out. Handing those things out these days. I like writing down my jokes by hand so I can remember them better. I had my wife write out my jokes one time, and then I went on stage and I didn't know any of my jokes because I didn't write them. Like, I said them, but I didn't write them, so writing them makes me remember them better. Glad I can help you make jokes. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds kind of fun. I'm going to do that more often. I'm going to do some live stand-up. Do some live stand up more. Just, you know, trying out some of my jokes. Because, like, here's the thing. It takes like a half hour to get to Denver and park and get into the club. Then I got to put my name on a list. Then I have to wait to be called up. I get 4 minutes to do my jokes. And then I'm done. And then it takes 30 minutes to drive home. So I'm there an hour on the road. I'm an hour on the road plus the time waiting to go up just so I can have like 4 minutes on a stage, right? Shit, I'm a YouTuber, bro. I should just do this shit live. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do this shit live, dude. Donut King in the chat, Rooster in the chat. Welcome to the show, guys. Wait, so what's your hometown if it only takes 30 minutes to get from Denver? I'm up north. I'm in Thornton. Four minutes, yeah, dude. Like sometimes you get a little longer. You know, it depends. Sometimes it's better. It depends on the day too. There's a lot of different open mics. They have different rules. Some of them are random where they call you up, and then some of them are they go down the list, right? So yeah, it's, I don't know. I bought a PA system. I might live stream doing this. I bought a PA, and I think it would be funny to go out like in public where there's a lot of foot traffic, and then just turn the PA on and then just do like improv comedy, you know, as people walk by and stuff, and just fucking talk, you know, roast people, shit like that. Is there a horizontal stream going on too? Yep, there is a horizontal and a vertical, and I'm also on Twitch if anyone wants to watch over there. Do it live. That sounds fun. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, buddy. I had some other stuff I wanted to stream today. I had some gaming things. PlayStation removed its disc and now prefers TransStation. Advance 2028. He's a really good talker, right? But you know who's the doer? Marco Rubio. That guy's a good doer. Maybe together they're a good team. But I'm always a bigger fan of the doer than the talker. Trump is a talker and a doer. Did you buy any new games? I mean, did you pay for any new licenses? Yep, I have a bunch of new licenses. And my license collection on Steam. I'll show you what I got. Let me pull Steam up. Boom. I got Black Flag. That's pretty fun. Moving this over so you guys can see. We got, I got well, I've had Pal World. Chestbuster, someone gave that. I should stream this, dude. I should start over and stream this whole game. It'd be interesting. I got it for free in my email. The dev gave it to me. Mecha Chameleon, I got that. See, I played First Light. I finished it. Let's see, what other new stuff did I get? The Dragon Quest Monsters, that's new, right? Those are the newest games I have right now. Yeah. I don't have anything really newer. I have a lot of fucking games, dude. I have way too many. Battlefield 6 is supposed to have a big update coming out. That sounds fun. Monsters, any good? What do you mean? Let's play games. I'm gonna play Witcher 3. That sounds fun. I was thinking about that game the other day and about doing a replay, but I never finish it. So it'd probably be best if I just start off at a save where I forgot what happened and just go from there. Sacred Terra, what's up? Vance Rubio together are Trump 4.0. It's going to take very big personalities to take Trump's place. We're never going to get another Trump. That's the thing. And maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we just kind of want one every once in a while. You know what I mean? One every blue moon. Once every 100 years, we need a Trump or something to fix things. Set up the next 100 years, you know? Yeah, the things.
A new follower.
Here's the reality about Trump. This is kind of a sad reality for lefties, but it's true. Is that like he's been in power so long now that, especially the second time around, and he has really integrated Trump into the future. So even after he steps down, a lot of the things that he did are going to stick around. You know, there's going to be Trump all over stuff. Now, I bet you there's going to be a big, if a lefty gets, elected president, they're going to have a big campaign of undoing Trump things. But they can't do it all. It's going to be really hard. They would have to have a unanimous amount of power like Trump was able to get. Stan, teach them about words. I'm not the best person to teach any words. Shadow Striker in the Twitch chat. What's up, man? Thanks for following. The US is going to the moon, meant for the... Yeah, I know. That sounds dope. It makes more sense. I was like, why are we going to Mars when the moon is closer and easier to build some... If we could build something on the moon and the moon has basically zero resources that are useful for base building, I mean, then we can do it on Mars. You know what I mean? I will message you when I pass in 12 and a half hours tomorrow. What you playing again? No president can fix everything, but Trump has done more every day than any other Yeah, dude, it's a blitzkrieg. Like, people don't want to admit that Trump is effective, but he's been a very effective president. I think it's better for lefties to just admit, yeah, Trump is effective, because then they would be able to compete against them better, right? But they're just stuck thinking he's some imbecile, which makes it so he can just run circles around them. There are a lot of lefties that are waking up and they're like, damn, Trump is actually very effective, and they're trying to tell their peers, and then they're just being scrutinized for being ridiculous, and then they get called alt-right, but no, like anyone that can't admit that he's effective, you don't have to agree with what he's doing, but he's getting a lot of the things, he's making a lot of things happen, even silly things, like there's Gulf of America. That one was kind of an easy one for him. But then there's $100 bills being printed right now with his signature on them. There's another silly little one. He did that shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound easy to do for a president. You know what I mean? So somehow he put enough time and energy into that to make that happen. So even that I want a Trump signed hundo, bro, I'm gonna get one. I'm not spending it. I'm gonna keep that shit. Yeah. Making English making English our official language. There's a bunch of small things that he's done, so much. And that's the thing that was part of the plan this time around, is to do so many things every single day that the news and the Democrats can't keep up. Because in order to fight against a lot of these things, the Democrats have to rally people to be against it. But if there's 10 things that lefties have to be against every single day, 10 new things for them to be mad at, they start to fucking get tired. You see what I'm saying? It's a working strategy. You could literally just make the other side too tired to fight anymore because you're blasting them with so many changes every single day. It's a real thing. The real strategy. I've never heard of this being done. I've never seen it, but I've never heard of it being done in America before like this. So you've mentioned several worthless things. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Trump had a lot of interviews before his 2026 election. Kamala barely had one. Yeah, that was a landslide. That was, they gave, I call it giving away the store, right? I call it giving away the store. The lefties just gave it away. I can't believe that. Even after Biden bombed at that debate because he wasn't even there, we know that this is true. People that don't want Donald Trump to be president will vote for him anyways, right? Now, if you have brain surgery Biden versus drunk Kamala, right? Who do you think more people are going to vote for? They're going to vote for the old white guy with dementia over Kamala, okay? They just are. If they would have kept Biden, they probably could have won. But they panicked and then got the worst candidate possible that is like really off-putting to the people they desperately need to vote for them in order to have power. It was really silly. So I call it giving away the store. People would have voted more for Biden, even though he's not even there. They already know what they're in for. 4 years of someone else running shit. At least it's not Trump. We don't know who's running it. Biden's the face, and he's eating his ice cream. He's just an adorable old man that smells hair. It's okay. Yeah, so that was wild. That whole thing was just given away. All right. This next election is probably, Gavin Newsom's looking pretty strong candidate for the left. And so one thing I always remind the righties is, and lefties, just everyone, remind everyone how this works. When it comes down to it, no matter what bad shit the other side digs up about whatever opposing side they're on, people always are willing to look past things and have a different reason why they're voting for somebody, right? Like, for example, maybe there's somebody that did believe a lot of bad things about Trump, but they voted for him anyways because there's something else that's more important to them. So they'll do it anyways. Maybe somebody is like pro-choice or something, but they vote for Trump anyways because there's something else that matters more to them, like having more money from, like, not having to pay taxes on tips, right? So Gavin Newsom, even though he has a horrible track record with California, lefties will so vote for that guy over a righty because they so badly want the left to be in power. So they'll overlook how much of a terrible job he did with California, all the fraud and all this stuff, and vote for him anyway. So don't count him out like as if he's going to be easy for JD Vance and Rubio, if that's, everyone's thinking that's it. Everyone wants to know. But if, let's say it's Gavin Newsom and whoever versus Marco and JD, it's don't count them out so easily. And also Kamala, look how many people still voted for her. I mean, it wasn't enough, clearly, but there's still a fuck ton of people who did it anyways. So that exists. So just remember that in these elections. They're whack. These elections are whack. We can make them more secure. Trump can do all this shit, making the elections more secure. It doesn't mean that has nothing to do with making people less stupid. Just saying, okay? Sure, I mean, having it more secure is great. But it's not secure? Everyone's fucking brains. They're not secure at all, dude. People believe wacky ass shit on both sides. My side ain't fucking free of this nonsense. Are you proud to show your face to prove you're an American to vote? If I were to go vote, I would be proud to show I'm an American citizen and I have an ID and I'm allowed to vote. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Nah, dude, I bleed red, white, and blue. I'm American as fuck, dude. 100%. Yeah, no, I'm all... Bro, so many lefties are for voter ID, okay? It's just that, like, it's one of those things that even if you're a lefty, or even if you agree with voter ID, you understand the concept, it's like everyone knows that when you take that away, the side that gets hurt the most is the lefties. When you take away, being able to vote without proving anything. If you need to show proof of ID, the only side that hurts is the lefties. And there's lefties that know that. So that's why they play, like, deep down, they know what they're doing is wrong, but they're just like making up these other reasons, you know? Some of them innocently do believe the bullshit reasons. You know what I mean? But then it just makes them look foolish. Like saying that black people are too stupid to go to get an ID is the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I would be so embarrassed to say that on camera and you could see me believing it. I would so not be proud of saying that. You know what I mean? Hey Stan, hey y'all, what's up, based assassin? I see you in the chat. We need voter ID. It's one of the common sense politics we can get past. Yeah, voter ID is a really big step. The thing that's always the challenge from there is hacking everyone's brains, because that's what everyone's trying to do. Everyone's trying to hack everyone's brains to get as many votes for their side over the other. You know, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. The reason why politics is annoying is because it is based off of majority vote. And to get majority vote, you have to get the majority of people to agree with you. And it just so turns out that most people are stupid. Therefore, politics must cater to stupid people. And that's why it's so annoying to watch. If it only catered to smart people, then if a side only caters to smart people, they lose because there's less smart people than there are stupid people. So it's a game of numbers, so you must cater to the stupid people. That's why it's annoying and frustrating on both sides. This is why lefties, they see stuff and they're frustrated with us because we have our dumbasses too. And then why we're looking at shit that lefties do and we're like, what the fuck are you guys thinking? What are you guys doing? You're messing with sports. Stop that. Like, why are you for that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do, you know, like, that's the way it is. So when you look at it that way, when you understand what's going on, that's how YouTube works. I started realizing this on YouTube. The way when you make videos, if you want to get as many views as possible, like the more broad you get, the more views you get. The more you narrow down and niche down, the less views you get, because now you're narrowing down the bubble of people that are into your video. You know what I'm saying? So with your logic, a lot of stupid people voted for Trump. Got it. I mean, if you want to just like ignore the point and not see how it is a both sides thing, both sides are trying to get as many votes as possible. The whole thing is annoying because both sides are catering to the largest number of people possible, which is going to be dumb people. So that's how you win. This is how you win at politics. You want to become the president of the United States? Find things to talk about that gets the biggest amount of people to nod their head and say, yes, I agree. You don't have to believe it. You just need to make them think that you believe it and tell them that you're going to fix it. And then they will pick you. You can literally never do it. And then you can say that you did and they will believe it. And that's both sides. It's been like this forever. Like, what are we talking about? I love it when people try to pretend like that. My side doesn't do that. No. Oh yeah, it's true, but not my side. Yeah, my side would never do that. Fuck out of here. Let's be honest for 1 second. Come on. My side would never just appeal to the most amount of people possible so they could win. A person is smart, people are stupid in groups. Right, like, so when I put it that way, I also think that everyone is very smart. Everyone has human brains. The human brain is so amazing. For example, like when you're swiping on shorts, right? YouTube shorts or TikTok or Reels or whatever. I don't care how dumb someone may be in life. Their brain knows whether they want something right away or not. They can figure it out in 1 to 3 seconds whether they want to stay or if they want to swipe. And it seems kind of simple, but when you really think about it, the brain is processing so fast whether it wants something or not. So people have the engine in there, right? They just don't know how to use it. A lot of people just have never learned to use the brain that's in there. It's not that the brain isn't capable. They just have attitude issues that prevent them from learning things. So yeah, no, big fan of the human brain. All right. It's on the individual and also their environment, you know, your environment. Like if you're in an environment where there's a lot of things pushing you to problem solve and stuff, then you end up being smarter later on. You learn to use those tools early, you know, and you build habits early. Yeah, we got some more Paul Bird with the 440 joules. Unk alert, that's me. I embrace the unkness, dude. I embrace it. All right. It feels cringe to not embrace your unkness. I've thought about this, right? Like, I'm still going to be a child mentally, okay? But I am an unk. I know a bunch of grown people that didn't know to use water to reheat burgers on the griddle to make them juicy again. Not some dry pucks. Marines! Semper Pi. Of the apple variety. Faded in the chat. Faded 420. You don't have to be clever. Just having ability to take a new idea or concept and then think about something critically. Yeah, it really is. And it's an attitude thing. That's not an intelligence thing, really. So when I say stupid people, I really mean just, it's really a bunch of people who refuse to learn stuff, you know? And that's fine. I'm not complaining or even knocking everyone. It's really just the way it is. Especially with how much easier the world is getting and how much more convenient it's getting. We live in such a convenient world. AI just does so much thinking for you, you know? It really does. Like I use AI for so many things. I ask so many questions. I'm using up so much water with my AI usage, dude. All right. Yeah, dude. And that's only going to become more prominent. People are only going to use more AI, and you're not going to have to like crunch the answers as much anymore. So think about where that's going to lead us. Yeah, be open to like, oh, I didn't see it that way, huh? Nowadays, it's like you have to be red or blue. Grr. Yeah, fuck that. I'll always be the example. Like, I'm in Denver, so a lot of the friends and people I surround myself with are actually lefties. You know, like I have a lot of righty friends. It kind of depends. Like the more down south in Denver I go, the more lefty it is. The more you get into the neighborhoods surrounding Denver, you know, like the surrounding cities, the metro area, the more righty it is. So it depends on where I'm hanging out. If I'm hanging out, you know, where I live, it's righty. If I'm hanging out downtown, it's lefty. And I don't know, I make friends with everybody. I know a lot of my lefty friends see my videos, and nobody's hardly ever hear anything. It's only been a few times where I've had an issue with people. Most people are just cool here. Like we don't give a fuck in Colorado, dude. We don't care what people's politics are. Same here in Houston. I bet, yeah. So more righty out in where everyone had to work hard to buy a house, and then where everyone's renting in Denver, they're more lefty. Some guy used to cook for a living. It's Kiki. How you doing, Kiki? You have to remember to stay educated with AI. You want to be the programmer and use it as a tool, not as an all right resource. Yeah, I use it as a tool all the time. I use it every day. I get a lot of answers faster, so I can get like getting to the answer faster is helpful with so many things. I do recognize that sometimes just for the EXP, right? Like I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to AI this certain thing because I need to go through this. It's going to make me better at what I'm doing. So I'll do it by hand. And I think that is something that we can teach people going forward, the power of doing something manually, just so you can go through the grind of it because it makes you understand something better. So we could teach people that are coming after us to, you know, sometimes purposely not use AI to get the answer so you don't rob yourself of the EXP, right? Now, the laziest of the lazy are always going to be like, fuck that, you know? But the people who really believe in self-improvement, and I don't care how much AI there is, there's always going to be someone who wants to be the best version of themselves. There's always these people. And they're going to be like, they're going to see the difference between, with their capabilities, between getting the answers easily through AI and then grinding to get the answer and like truly understanding the subject that you're in, you know? So there's gonna be a balance. I think people are gonna be fine. A lot of other people are kind of doomsdayer about it, but I believe in the desire of humans to just fucking focus on excellence. There's so many of us just want to be excellent. We need to do something about these fires. Not my problem, bro. That shit's in Canada. The Bob the Builder with a 100 joules. Thank you very much, my friend. Stan, love your channel. Good night from South Carolina. Alan, good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging. I cooked for the military for 6 years on a submarine. Was it yellow? No, I know it wasn't. It was pink. Some guy would only go on a pink submarine. I already know that. Thank you for your service. Thank you for paying taxes. I love saying that. I hate government. They both support Israel. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say this. I put a video out. I'm going to say this too. But here's my stance on the Israel and the Palestine thing. I'm just going to say Jews and Muslims. Okay? I don't give a fuck about either one of them. Those motherfuckers 1,000 years from now are going to be killing each other in space in their spaceships. They're going to be blowing each other up in space. This issue is going to live long past our lives. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. I really don't. I don't care one way or the other. They have to go work that shit out amongst themselves. That ain't my fucking problem. I ain't Muslim or Jewish. I'm neither one of those things. Space Jews, space Muslims. That's going to be a thing. The Jews ain't going nowhere. The Muslims, they ain't going nowhere either. That ideology will be here 1,000 years from now. We will be flying around the fucking solar system with our spaceships if we haven't blown ourselves up. And there will be space Jews over there. There'll be space Muslims over there. And they're going to be shooting space rockets at each other. There's nothing I can do about that, nor do I give a shit. I don't care. I don't. I'm being honest. I get a lot of shit for this. There's all these there's these people. They're like the fucking Jews, you know, and it's like they're so mad that I'm not like allied with them. They don't like it when I say I don't fucking care. I don't think about Jews all day, bro. I just don't. I don't think about Muslims or Jews at all in my day. I think about them 0%. People, they don't like that. They don't like it. And I say, too bad. People get so mad when you're not like fucking, you just drop your entire life and invest everything in something that they've found important to them online. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. You agree? Thank you. I'm glad. I think a lot of people agree. I think a lot more people agree with what I just said than the Jews or the Muslims want to admit. They don't want to admit that most of us don't care about either one of them. We don't care. You guys are fighting each other for your own reasons, and you're trying to drag us into it so you can beat the other side. They need us to be on like either one, the Jews or the Muslims, right? They desperately want everyone that's not Jew or Muslim. They want to convince as many of them as they can to be on my side. No, be on my side. I'm not on any one of them. I reject it. I'm a big believer in everyone telling both of those sides to go fuck themselves. Tell them both the fuck off. Be like, go cry about it over there, dude. I don't want to hear about it. Stop trying to force me to be involved in your shit. Zero fucking interest. should carry your country is growing broke over Israel. See, so like, listen, dude, like this country is gonna be here very rich long after my death. After all of your deaths. Yeah, it's gonna outlast all of us. Big time. And it's gonna be like way bigger than it is now. It's gonna be crazy. Right? Like we're gonna keep compounding on ourselves. People that don't understand that just don't understand like the way how progress works. So it's fine. But like it's gonna keep going. We have so much that we're compounding on ourselves, and we're actively making moves to have control. Like we currently control half the world's oil. 52%. That's crazy. China has to buy from us. That's fucking crazy. Right? Now they're investing heavily in solar and we're behind on that. I think we should do both oil and solar. That's just me, but whatever. We're gonna be here a long time. Powerhouse, bro. Like all these people who think that like the Jews are gonna destroy the country. Like, I don't know. All you like, none of you guys are gonna be saying that when you're old, because it's the country's still gonna be here, and then you'll have like 8 other things, other fucking trends that you like joined in on over the next several decades of your life. You know, and like there's all these new fights you're gonna join. That's your guys' destiny. All you guys that are just like the Jews, right? Like, or like whatever, you know, the Muslims, I don't know, like all this stuff is going on, like Palestine fucking Jew thing, right? The guys are on like a trend, and then there's like 8 more ahead of you that you don't even know what they are yet, but you're gonna be so gung-ho about each and every one of them, and I'm not gonna care about any of them the entire time. I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna focus on me, and that's what you guys should do. Focus on you. You can't control all this stuff, right? Stan, what's your favorite movie? Off topic. Thank you very no. You know, I used to just kind of have one, but it kind of changes now. I really like the Blade Runner movies, especially 2049, the sequel. It's so good. It's kind of a boring movie, but I just something about it is so stylistic and cool to me. You're overgeneralizing the Jews. I know. I'm doing that on purpose. Want to know why? Because I don't fucking care and I don't have to. See, that's what people do when they don't care. You care, so you want to get all specific about everything. I don't fucking have to. I could just reject it and say no, like I am, and like I'm, you know, expressing of my opinion. You guys do what you want, right? If you want to focus on the Jews all fucking day tomorrow, then knock yourself out, okay? I recommend like people figure out, what am I gonna do today to win? Like, I don't know. I think that's better time, you know, spent. But you do you, right? Yeah, I'm overgeneralizing it on purpose. That's what happens when someone doesn't care. You got to watch The Lady in the Yard. What is that? All I know is that cookies and cream is the supreme Pop-Tart. I love that that campfire one. It's like s'mores. It's a s'mores one. I'm from Minnesota, and this is my SOS signal. Crying. When two sides tell me what to think, I usually go independent because I don't care for other people's drama. I like that. I like that. Like, at the end of the day, it's righty or lefty who's in charge of the country. This kind of like, you know, a third thing is not really real right now, but you can kind of like vote one side, I guess, if you wanted to, but you can still have your, like, the way you see things. You're a Republican, though. I'm righty. I don't like saying Republican. I guess I'm kind of Republican, but I just say I'm righty. But I'm like all over the place, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck about gays or trans or whatever. All the LGBTQ shit, I don't give a fuck. You know? Like, there's a few lines. There's a couple obvious ones, right? Like, one is sports. Fucking... Okay, like, what are we doing? We can't have dudes going into women's sports, okay? Like, obvious. Let's see here. What's another one? Oh yeah, no castrating kids. Not with that at all. Fuck that, dude. Right? And a lot of times it's like these parents that are wrong. They don't even know what the fuck's going on with their kid, dude. Like, when I was a kid and I wanted to be a vampire with robot arms, okay? Kids don't know what the fuck they want. So leave the kids alone. We need to figure out like an appropriate age for someone to start making those decisions. As of right now, it sounds like it's 18, you know? It sounds pretty appropriate to me. That's, I mean, fucking, what else? Bathrooms? If you're trans, use a men's restroom. Problem solved. There we go. I don't know. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is if people are good. I've worked with a trans person before. Pretty sure she still works for Drama Alert. It's like the head of Drama Alert. A killer at social media. Absolute killer. Learned a lot. All I cared about is that. Had a great time. Learned so much. I don't give a fuck. So probably not saying like Republican. I'm a righty, but there's some other, like, I don't give a fuck, dude, about people's walk of life, dude. It's your own life. Choose what you want to do with it. The gender thing, I'll participate in it if someone's in front of me, right? And I don't want to be disrespectful to that person. And they said they want something, like, whatever, I'll do that. You know, I'm not going to sit across from someone and have a dinner or a beer with somebody and then just like do something that's pissing them off. I'll just be respectful of it. But deep down inside of me, right? When I see it, like, let's say a trans man or a man that transitioned to a woman, I'm seeing a dude that wants to be a woman. That's what my brain is seeing. I'm not like seeing him like where I'm able to just delete like that. But this person was a man once. No, that never happened. That still happened in my mind. Like that person was a dude and wants to be a woman and is doing things to achieve that. That's the way. That's how I see it inside. I'm not gonna go tell that person you're a dude. You know, because I don't want to fucking start no shit for no fucking reason with anybody. I'm not like that. I don't just go looking for a problem. So, and if that person's being cool with me and they're like, hey, this is what I want to be called, I'm just gonna fucking do it. I don't know. I feel like I'm such a compromise. I'm such a good example of a righty that's willing to compromise. Right? I don't know. Lefties don't want me to exist. If more of me exist on the right, they're cooked, dude. They'll never win anything ever again. I would start shit. Jesus told me to. You do you, man. I'm not going to tell you not to. Build streets. I'm not going to tell you don't go do that. I mean, I wouldn't go do that. I'm not going to. You know, I have my reasons why I wouldn't want to do that. But knock yourself out. I pissed this girl off during senior year of high school for wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt, and she even reported me to the principal for hate speech, and the principal agreed with me that was dumb of her. That's good, because not every school is going to do that. You know, like that could go either way depending on the people in charge. There's a lot of teachers and people of power inside of schools that love that Charlie Kirk fucking assassination, bro. They were all over the internet making videos and stuff. I seen them. It upsets me they're trying to push it on me with their pronouns. Their pronouns are super annoying. I just deal with it. But they're annoying. I think it's like one of the dumbest things to ever happen. I've never liked it. I've never been like, wow, this is a great thing. I love that this is happening. I've never been that way with it, to be completely honest. Never liked it. I just deal with it because I can't control the fucking world, you know? I'll talk shit sometimes. But I never go out of my way to be disrespectful because I don't like their way of life. I don't go do that to people. I just mind my fucking business. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Goyim at its finest. You know, I'm gonna look this up. I'm looking this shit up. Hold up. What is this fucking goy word everyone keeps saying? The new word everyone's fucking saying. Let's look up the goy thing. Ridiculous. That's the word. It's Yiddish Hebrew for a non-Jew, where it could even refer to Jewish people and everyday online use right now. It's exploding as a slang Meme fuel, especially in certain corners of X TikTok, are spamming it constantly in 2025, 2026. The Goyim know. The Goyim are waking up. Classic conspiracy meme lines implying non-Jews are figuring out supposed Jewish control stuff. Goy pride, goy slop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it all over the fucking place. I'm just like, whatever. I'm not even participating. You know, I'm just like, whatever. Like, see, so these people, they see the world the way it is, and anyone that's not seeing it the way they fucking see it, they're the outsider, and they're a fucking, you know, you come up with a word for them or whatever. But like, all the rest of us on the outside of it, we're like, whatever, that's your guys' thing, I guess, you know? Like, I just fucking, whatever. Anyone who isn't a Jew is a goy. Okay. I've like, when I see the goy, I was just thinking of like Yiddish fucking sounding words, you know? Like, goy, I don't know, what's a Jewish word? Fucking l'chaim, you know? I don't know. Fucking, I'm trying to think of Jew words, but I hear the goy l'chaim. You know, I'm just hearing like Jewish sounding shit. And I'm just like, I don't know anything about Jewish anything. I know they have the Yamcha thing on their head and the fucking dreidel and stuff, dude. Like, I remember this shit. I don't know. I should get a Yamcha. I've caught some of your stand-up. You're hilarious. Thanks, man. I'm brand new. Thank you for the 400 jewels, by the way. Alex Sanchez. Darling Gaming 60 in the chat. Welcome. Goy Beam. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, the word sounds funny as fuck. I could see why it got popular, you know? I'm just like, I literally don't give a fuck about Jewish stuff at all. Like all the things that everyone's so concerned about Jews, and I'm not. I don't care. Like, I go outside and breathe the air, and then I don't see all these fucking, like, like, dance all over the fucking place. I don't see any of that anywhere. I go outside, and I'm fine. You know, so, I don't know. Like, but if you're on the internet, there's the Jews. They're that fucking, you know, the Jews. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. 100 bits. Thank you very much, Keithias. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, right. When I think of, like, Jews, I think of... Bro, you're gonna laugh. When I think of Jews, because I care so little about like any of it. When I think of Jews, I think of the Santa Claus and the cool elf that was older than everyone, Bernard. When I like, that's my mental visualization of a Jew. When I think Jews, my brain just like, there's a filing cabinet of like fucking stuff, right? And it goes, and it just pulls up fucking Santa Claus, and I think of that fucking elf from the Santa Claus. That's my mental of a Jew. That's how like off I am from everyone else. Everyone else, they're thinking like, I don't know, a banker or something, you know? Don't get a yarmulke. We want you on our team. No, I'm going to get a Yamcha. 100%. I'm not calling it a yarmulke or kippah. I'm going to call it a Yamcha. The rabbi clause. You're an embarrassment. Good thing I don't give a fuck what you think. Not sure anymore, 18. Never heard of you before in my life. Am I supposed to care? I don't give a fuck, dude. People who talk like that are the most unconfident people I've ever met. Because, like, they don't realize how little, like, to them, what they're saying is so powerful. You know, they think it's going to affect somebody. They don't realize what it means to literally be so confident and not give a fuck about that at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. The best thing you can do is become such a confident person. You don't talk like that anymore because you realize how little it matters. You know, when you talk like that, it shows a lack of confidence. Like, because you think that those things have weight because those types of things probably work on you. That's why you think it'll work on someone else. There's people that, like, I don't know, dude. You gotta level up, get those confidence numbers up, buddy. People only care about their own religious beliefs. I understand that. I think it's fine. Like I don't even hold that against anyone. That's kind of how it works. Like usually religions don't tell you be cool with everyone else's religion. It's usually telling you everyone else is wrong and yours is right, right? So like, I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of what religious people do. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, what do you expect them to do? I think it's unrealistic to expect religious people to be like super cool with all the other religions out there. That, you know, like religions aren't built to get along with each other, dude. They're built to dominate each other. You got to sign up for Kill Tony. I will someday. I got to get better. But also, like, here's the thing. It's like, how long is that drive? 16 hours? 14? It's a 14-hour drive. It's an expensive weekend Airbnb or whatever. Just to put your name in a hat, not get picked, and then have to drive 14 hours back home. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the fuck is Tony? It's a comedy thing. It's a stand-up comedy thing. I don't talk shit about religion, but I do about people. Yeah, I don't talk shit about people's religion. I just, you know, like, I'm not a religious person, but I'm very understanding of religious people, right? I'm gonna say something, and this is just how I feel. I'm gonna be honest. I think you guys would rather me do that. I think religion helps people be less scared and sad about dying or people that have died. It makes that whole conversation and thought way easier to process. It is so much harder to process believing that someone would be gone forever, or that when you die you would be gone forever. Religion will always be there to comfort people. This is how I see. So I'm a person that appreciates religion. I wish I could be religious. I'm not. But I wish I was, because that would make me feel a whole lot better. And who am I to try and take that away from someone else? That sounds evil as fuck. I don't want to take someone else's comfort away. So that is my very nice way of being a non-religious person and appreciating why people would be religious and not wanting to fuck with that. I just want to let them, you know. And also, a lot of religion has great moral codes that people follow. There's these people, they go to prison as horrible people, they find God, and they come out with, like, they've never had some sort of code of conduct to follow their entire life. Mommy or daddy never taught them. They go to jail, they find God, and they come out, and then they have something to follow finally, and they live good lives. So that's my take on that. Just being honest. I think it's reasonable. Far too comfortable with the thought of dying to care about religion. Dying's scary, dude. Like, I used to care a whole lot less about dying, and then, like, I don't want to die more than ever. You know what I mean? I want to live more than ever now. The older I get, the more I want to live. The younger, you know, especially when I was young, I'm in the Marines. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I never thought I'd make it to 30. I'm about pushing 40 now, baby. You know? I own my own business and have a couple of Jewish clients, and some of the stereotypes are correct. Hey, there's stereotypes for a reason, okay? I love stereotypes. Stereotypes ain't racist. They're just racial, okay? Stereotypes are real. Hey, Stan, when do you think World War III is going to happen? You know, hopefully never. You know, maybe we'll have like a World War 2.5 or something, but I don't think we're gonna reach 3 status. I think we're like, I just believe I'm a glass half full kind of guy, dude, and I'm gonna believe that we're not gonna do it. If everyone believes we're gonna have World War 3, we will have World War 3. So I have to be on the side of believing that we can get past this. You know what I mean? I have to. It's just the way it is. You manifest a reality. So the more of us that don't want that to happen, the less likely it'll happen. The more people that want a World War III to happen, and trust me, there are, because there's a lot of selfish people that are sad in their own life, and they want to bring everyone else down with them. These people exist. There are those of you in the chat that think this way. 100%. Not attacking you. I get it. I get it. It's human to, it's very human to be the main character of planet Earth, okay? Because you're living your own human experience. So I think it's okay for people to be Karens a little bit, you know? Even though I'm the anti-Karen person, I just understand them. I can understand why people Karen out it's because you're living your own experience. You can't go like warp your mind into someone else's body and like feel their life. You can only feel your own, you know? So some people are really sad and they don't give a fuck because they're only living their own experience and they want everything to burn because they're sad or mad or whatever, or both. I get it. I just agree with you. I think that's fucking stupid, but I get it. Stanimus thinks what he thinks. I do. Yeah, I'm just here to say what I think. I've gotten pretty good at it. My job is to talk into a microphone. And guess what? I'm only going to get better, baby. I started talking into a microphone and standing at the same time. That's what I started doing. We need something else to look at. Here's 2 hours of the fucking military celebration. Here we go. There we go. 2 hours of this shit, dude. Let's go. This was the military's birthday or something like that. I forgot what it was. What's that thing above your head? Oh, that is a green screen that I can roll down. Probably change cameras here. Let's see. There, I could just use this camera. Boom. I feel like standing up and sitting too long. The fuckity. There we go. All right. Perfect. Yeah, World War III, dude. We're prepping for World War III. Let's go. Why don't you like Guinness? I don't drink anymore. I don't know. Are you talking to someone else? This game is in 4K ultra graphics. It is indeed. How can I grow a beard like yours? Watch a lot of Stan Price videos and Stanimus videos. Like the more you watch, the thicker your hair gets. Love your videos, brother. Thank you, Gringo787. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. How's your wife and dogs? They're great. Wife is... She wifing. She wifing away over there. Just giggling away. She's been giggling for hours. Like she just listens to me stream and just giggles the entire time. That's a good wife, right? She just laughs at everything I do. That's good. It's good to have a wife like that. The dogs, they're horrible. They're horrible. I mean, they're living good. But man, especially the little shit. He keeps busting holes in my fence. And running away. Funny War Gaming in the chat. What's up, man? Says funny YouTuber. That's me. I'm funny for a YouTuber. I'm working on being funny as a comic. That's new to me. The stand-up comedy's new. If I lived in Colorado, I would giggle all the time. Hey, I mean, you know, I got something for myself later. Actually, this is a really good time to plug the Discord. I'm going to give you guys the Discord because I think I might want to hang out with some of you guys in there tonight. So I'm going to give you guys the Discord. I'm still hanging out. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing this while I can. So here's a link to that. Oh, you know what? Let me do an HTTP. Here we go. Discord.gg/Gamerable. I know a lot of you probably don't do Discord, but it's a fun place to hang out. I have a 21 plus area in there for the adults, so fucking little squeakers don't bother us. There we go. Discord.gg/GameRebel. There it is. I'll throw that in over here too. Bam. And blue hairs. There's a lot of blue hairs here. That's true. All right, I was in Colorado. Multiple thumbs down. Dusty, dry, lots of spiders and blue hairs. You just spray for the spiders, bro. And you can spray for the blue hairs too. Yeah, there's spray for that. Stan, what do you think about Trump? Is he a bad person but a good politician? Trump's a good and bad person at the same time, and he's a good and bad politician at the same time. Yeah, he's like he's no saint, but he's not the devil either. You know? That's the most honest answer. No, people that are emotionally, like super emotionally involved in that, they're not gonna be able to answer the question that way. But we know in reality he's both good and bad. Don't be a fence sitter. Bro, I'm just saying what I think. I'm not sitting on a fence. Sitting on a fence is being afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Bro, I'm gonna say whatever I fucking think. I'm answering the question. He's good and bad. Like, I could tell you both. I could tell you why he's good and why he's bad. I could tell you both. I can tell you exactly. Yeah, fence sitters are afraid. That's what they try and, like, I don't pick like the safest position every time. And I'm constantly fighting an uphill fucking battle against all you motherfuckers, bro. The moment I say anything remotely lefty, I'm a fucking libtard, right? And if I laugh at a Trump joke, I'm a fucking MAGA. You know, so it's like, I can't win. I can't win. I don't give a shit about either side. I'm for America, not left or right. A lot of people are. That's the stance of a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that, dude. The whole sides thing is annoying. People take that shit so far. If you're not with them, you're against them. That's like everyone's attitude, dude. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. Yeah, it is annoying. Super annoying. I don't like that. So I just, that's kind of one of my things is like, you know what? It's okay not to care. You can kind of have some political opinions if you want. A lot of people do. A lot of people's opinions are mixed up. They're not like completely aligned with either like any particular side. There's a lot of us like that. And it's okay. The thing is that like, you don't, as a content creator or like a news organization, you make the least amount of money saying that there's like a little bit of good stuff from both sides. Like both sides have some good ideas and bad ideas. How about we dump the bad ideas and take the good ideas, you know? Like, you don't make a lot of money saying that. You make the most money being a content creator that's in politics or a news organization hard siding with one side. That's how you get the most amount of people to watch you. When you're like kind of being more fair about everything, that means that like the side that you're on gets criticized sometimes. And then that makes you the enemy of your side because you're criticizing something one time. It's way harder to make money when you're doing that. So that's why there's not as many people like me just like kind of not caring about stuff. Because there's way less money in that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's why I have like, this is my smallest channel. The politics stuff is my smallest channel. My biggest, so my politics channel is at 300,000 subscribers, 327,000 to be exact. Okay. And my biggest channel is 3.7 million subscribers. My news channel, my newest one, like the politics one, that gets probably, I think it's like 20 to 30 million views a month. My biggest channel gets 100 million views a month. So it's just like a really big difference. And so like, I don't know, if I can give you guys some sort of like belief that it's not just about the money, because if it was, I would just go all in on Trump. I would just be only Trump all the time. I would be calling everyone else the enemy, the libtards, and I'd make so much fucking money making you guys mad every single day, right? That's like that's the best way to make money doing this shit, is just make you guys really mad every single day at something new. And it's really easy to do because you like so many people are ready for it. They're like, all right, internet, tell me what to be mad at. What do I be mad at now? Any more questions for the Jews before I go ahead? What's your favorite coin? Is that rude to ask? I have a favorite. I have one. I'm basically an honorary Jew at this point, I guess, because I have a favorite coin. I'm really good at pissing people off. Can I get a commission if I help out? Go start a channel, bro. You can get paid to do it. Go do it, bro. It's very lucrative. Go just pick, bro. You could literally do both. You can make a lefty channel and a righty channel and just say what both sides want to hear and only what they want to hear. It doesn't, you don't have to believe anything that you say. Just say only what they want to hear and you will make money from both of them. Go do it. Right? And then while you're doing that, you'll piss off the other, like, you'll be pissing off both sides at the same time. Like, there you go. Dream job. Just for you, dude. It's sitting there. The Hodge twins model. I haven't seen their politics stuff. I know they've been doing it a long time. The last time I watched Hodge twins, they did reaction videos as twins. This is like 2010, 11 era. This is a long time ago. I know they're into politics and stuff now. I've seen a lot of their social media posts, you know, but I haven't, I don't know if they still do videos or not. I'd feel shitty and inauthentic if I did that, as fuck if I did that. Well, here's the thing, right? So this shit happened, like, I like to tell this story. So when Trump first got elected, I was on YouTube every single day looking at the climate and stuff. And here's one thing that I noticed. Back then they had like really shitty AI for like voice. Like it was basically like text to speech, right? So that was as far as the AI went that was available back then. So you type out what you want it to say and it'll say it with like a robot voice. So people would write these scripts for a robot voice to read out and then like use editing to show the pictures of the people they're talking about. And there'd be a channel that has videos like Trump destroys this, CNN reporter, right? And then there's a robot voice being like, Trump destroyed a CNN reporter once again, absolutely nuked her from orbit, and it's just saying all this stuff. And these videos are getting like fucking millions of views. And it turns out the person who's running that channel is from like India. So like when someone says I would feel inauthentic as fuck if I did that, understand like who's doing it. These are people from other countries that are just making money off of American discourse by making channels about both sides. So they're just watching from the outside and laughing at us fighting it with each other and making money off of it. And they're not even in on the fight. They don't care one way or the other. As long as we're arguing, they can play both sides and make money from it. Okay. So like, I don't know, like even people that aren't even from here are making so much money off of American discourse. And like they make more money doing that than doing anything else they're going to go do. So why would they stop? They're not going to. It's only going to get worse. It's going to become more. The stuff that's annoying right now, and you think it's bad now, like it seemed like it was bad 10 years ago, and now it's like way worse 10 years later, and it's like it's still just getting started. More people are going to get in on this stuff and try and be the one who makes the most money off of pissing everyone off every day. I don't understand how to give you money. You don't have to. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate the thought. That's really nice. China TikTok doesn't make more. TikTok's owned by America now. That's all done deal. Yeah, it's been transferred over. If you use purely AI voice on your channel, you are now eligible to be monetized as of July 2025. Yeah, so I'm talking like 10 years ago. This is what people are doing nowadays. They just hire voice actors. They're pretty cheap. You can hire a person to read a script very affordably. Yeah, if someone that has talent too, they like that's good at it. There's so many people trying to do it. It's a commodity. There's more people trying to be voice actors now than ever before in history. So there's an abundance of them. You can get them for fucking cheap. They'll have a perfect American accent and not even be from here. You can buy them for cheap. So, am I here in 007 on N64? You are indeed. I like talking about all this stuff. Hire you? I'm new. What's the stream about? I'm just kind of talking about whatever right now at this point. I do want to switch it up to some games. There's a video I want to make. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I want to showcase a bunch of new video games that are coming out. Uncle 440 joules. Thank you very much. Appreciate yous. So this fascist bastard doesn't read Twitch chat anymore. Fascist. Yeah, I'm whatever you guys want. Yeah, I'm a fascist, I'm a racist, I'm a whatever you want to call me, dude. I'll just say sure to all of it. Like literally none of that stuff matters to me anymore. It's so like, it's like I think a lot of righties are like this. A lot of righties are so numb to hearing that they're just like whatever, dude. Like it doesn't change anything, and like it's so exhausting to try and argue against it. So it's just like whatever, dude. I'm whatever you want to call me at this point. You know, fascist means nothing anymore. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. It's I don't have the energy for it, you know. So I'm just like, yeah, sure. Israel having control of yeah, same thing. Now I'm starting to get like I'm getting numb to anything Israel, like Israel. Now I'm just like it's starting to just become silent. If somebody says Jews or Israel to me one more time, my brain won't even hear it. Their mouth will move, like they're saying words, but my ears have like they're so numb that it just blocks it out. I don't even hear him anymore. I don't even hear it. I identify as a non-fascist. I'm gonna say that next time. That's actually hilarious. I'm writing that one down. My joke book. We could talk jokes. You guys can help me out. I think it'd be funny to put together comedy sets with you guys while I'm live. We could talk ideas. Because some of you guys are fucking funny, dude. Like, I'll say something and one of you guys comes up with the funniest shit. I identify as non-fascist being a good example. I identify as non-fascist. What do they say about that? You know, well, what if I identify as non-fascist? Like, what if you just say that? Play a video game? I probably will. I identify as an American. Hell yeah, dude. You guys remember that video of that black lady that was getting mad because someone was talking about white power or whatever? And she's like, there's no white power. There's American power, god damn it. She's like, fuck all that white power shit, dude. It's American power. Love that video. She followed me on Twitter. She was really cool. $2 super chat from VM Windustries. VMW Industries. Centrists are done with morons. We need best PM president. I know. Yeah, I mean, it's is what it is. Let's figure out what game we're gonna play if I'm gonna play something. I have a comedy bit about being a straight white guy on stage, but it won't fit the chat bar. You gotta say, that's the thing about jokes, you gotta say it in the fewest words possible. Cut the fat out of the joke. Ain't no white supremacy, it's American supremacy. That's what she said. That's right. Thanks for correcting me. I knew I was getting that wrong somehow. I just didn't know exactly how. But there it is. Thank you so much. What are the Marines doing right now? This is like a fucking that is so Camp Pendleton. I've been there. I've been on that beach. I know that exact beach. I'm gonna pause it. Bro, right over here. I did like right in this area, or maybe it was this one. No, it was this one. Yeah, right in this area. I've done shit. I had to do artillery training. So what we did is we helicoptered fucking artillery guns and we dropped them down and placed them. But they made me, because like artillery, you have to have like, they call it recon. It's not a cool recon, right? But you do have to go up there first and scout out where you're going to put the gun. So you have to recon an area to put the gun in. I was right here and we put a artillery gun right there. And then we ended up moving it, but yeah, that's where we put it. Years ago, and I was sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I didn't even know what I was doing at all. They told me nothing. They just said, just go out there and stand and make sure you're this far away from the other guy. Pick a spot that looks good. And I was like, all right. So I did. And then, yeah, then they helicoptered the howitzer in. Flying chicken nugget. It's flying cut nugget. Did you have to dismantle a gun? I mean, yeah, every single one of them that we fucking messed with, like from our M16s to there was the 240, the 50 cal, fucking saw. Those were the main ones. There was some pistols and shotguns that I took apart, but I never used those. They were just, I was just fucking with them. There's the Mark 19. I think that's about it for guns I took apart. Oh, and then the howitzers themselves you take apart. That's a bitch. That one, I didn't know what I was doing, bro. I was like, bro, I have no idea how to take. So we'd have to get someone smarter than me to come in and help do that one because I didn't know what the fuck was up. You never held a gun? They're dangerous. I bet you knew how though. What? They look complicated. I mean, they kind of are. Like, if you don't put them together right, they don't work, you know, or they can be kind of a bitch, but. Shot my first gun on America's 250th. That's a cool way to shoot your first gun. It is crazy the West keeps getting worse and worse leaders since social media took over. We got Portland and Vancouver. It goes both ways, man. Like, it can be, social media can be a tool to organize like the most retarded things. It can also be a tool to organize the greatest ideas ever. You have to convince the majority of people to be with the good idea, not the one that feels good. Because it's kind of like good ideas versus emotional ideas. You know? Lefty ideals are typically more emotional driven. I'm not saying always. There's a lot of data that they use, but typically it's about how they feel about things, which makes you like, I understand, you know, like I can totally get it. Some like we're emotional people. It's the way we are. We're human beings. Hey, it's the dude from the place that says the thing. That's a me. I have a video of me shooting the gun on Instagram, but I'm not going to self-promote. Go ahead, bro. I don't give a fuck. Self-promote. I'll read it out loud. I'll see your Insta. I don't know. People aren't used to me. I'm an outlier streamer. I'll be like, fuck, go ahead, dude. Yeah, I'm sure. 100%. Yeah, dude. I'm not like all those other streams. Go for it. I don't give a fuck. I lose nothing from it, you know. Knock yourself out. Anyone wants to go say that, go for it. I don't know if anyone's gonna go to it, you know, like. But I'll pull it up. I'll check it out. What game are we gonna play? We still got a bunch of you guys with us. Let me take a look-see at Twitter or Twitch. I mean. Let's take a look at the games here. Power World is way up there. We do have the Power World server. Grand Theft Auto. I need to start doing Grand Theft Auto workups because I want to stream Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm going to stream that a lot when that comes out. That's going to be something I spend a lot of time doing. What else we got? Anything new come out? See, I already finished Black. Well, I haven't finished Black Flag, but I already streamed that and made a video. I don't want to stream that again. What do we got over here? Have I don't think I've streamed Mecha Chameleon. Oh yeah, I did. I did stream that. I don't mind streaming that again though. How many people are watching that? Was there a lot, or did that die off? That appears to have died off on Twitch. So maybe not. Oh, it's got 7,000 viewers still? Yeah, that's pretty dead. Do 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 do. Sub guy, you got a puppy? Nice. Thanks for being a cool dude, brother. You're welcome, man. Gotta keep it real, dude. Follow the example. Maximilian says shout out, please. All right. Maximilian's channel. There it is. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually going to wrap it up for the night and just kind of chill. If I do stream, I'll probably stream it over on Twitch. Yeah, I'll keep it going on Twitch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll stream a game, but I'm gonna end the streams on the Stan Price channel. I'll keep it open for right now. Let me just like let me figure out what I'm gonna play. What's up? Are you gonna say anything? Let me see something. Okay. I saw your message, sure. Hell yeah. Have your ID ready to play GTA 6? No ID, no play. I think I'll be able to play. Loving this free speech content. England must be jealous of this chat channel. People going to fines and comments online is insane, not to mention jail. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Facts. There's a lot of people in UK, they're sick of it too, man. Like, there's like, what the hell? I'm a big believer in having more freedom than less freedom. You know?
Follower.
Like, more freedom is always better. Yeah, we got another Twitch follower. Who's that? Winning the Daytona 500. Thank you very much. I can't wait to play the new Grand Theft Auto. That's going to be fun. What game should I stream? There's this, and we also have Game Pass games. Let's take a look if there's anything over here. Got my Game Pass. Let's see here. This looks new. It's like a BMX game or something. What? Is there a problem, Ossifer? No freedom at all here, sadly. Just less freedom. But you can always try and get more, you know. More freedom's always better than less freedom. I have this argument with my editor. He's British and he's super lib. Because he's like, he thinks that it's a good thing for people to go to jail if they say things that are like really bad. Like, let's say you say something racist or something. He believes that you should go to jail for that. That's a good thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, you should have the freedom to say it. People don't have to fuck with you. They don't have to like you. Right? But like you say something racist, someone doesn't have to like, they'd be like, I can't believe you said that. You can't work here. Right? They could not have you work for them because you said something racist if they want. But like making it illegal where you go to jail, that's crazy. Yeah, he's a commie. He's commie as fuck. Fucking Archie, dude. Yep, Archie still works for me. Yeah. I'm gonna do a Stamp Price stream tomorrow, probably. I'll bring him on and we can all make fun of him. That'd be great. He wants to move here. He wants to move here and live here, and then he's gonna vote super lib. Yep. What is this game? What are you laughing at, Brittany? Hashtag free Archie. Yeah. I still yell at him. He deserves it. Where have you been, Stan? You know what? I just got complacent and was making all of my videos without having to be live. I could just shoot them and not have to go through the trouble of going live. And I got in the habit of doing that, and it's been working really well. So, but today I wanted to go live because I've been meaning to go live, you know, just for fun. Even if I'm not shooting videos. So, you know, also been doing a lot of other things, but I'm spending time at home right now. Gotta get my money up, you know what I'm saying? Archie needs to look at the window or go outside more. I mean, he's British. He doesn't even have a car. He's outside all the time. What Discord? Oh yeah, let me give you guys the Discord. Please join. Here's the Discord. Let's get you guys in there. Everyone join the Discord. Join us. Be a part of it. If you're over 21, ask the mods for access to the 21 plus channel. There should be a link in the chat for everybody. I still don't know what game to play. Let's watch this video, see what it looks like. The hell? This looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. I kind of want to try it out. Blurry. Okay, yeah, that looks like fun, honestly. I might make a video on that. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I don't know if I could play it for hours, but I could definitely play it enough to make a video. Is there an age limit? No, there's no limit on the age. You can be as old as you want, as old as you are. There's just a limit on the... We have 21 plus areas where we just have adults hanging out. That's the only age thing that we have. It looks gay. I mean, it does, but in a fun way, you know? I was in the Marines, bro. I'm not afraid of wieners. All right, I've seen them all. They don't scare me no more. I used to be terrified. No, I'm not scared. Nope. That's why I say, like, you know, a lot of people, they say that Navy's the gayest branch. Holy shit. $50 super chat from Julio Reyes. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for the $50 super chat, friend. Yeah, they say the Navy's the gayest branch. But nah, the Marines are the gayest branch, okay? The manlier the branch gets, the gayer it gets. I don't know why. Same thing on the oil rigs, right? Like, I have these friends, they work on the oil rigs, and the stories they tell me, it's like, it sounds like, I'm like, that's like the Marine Corps, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's like the same thing. I don't know what it is. Weren't you a Marine? Yup. I was. I mean, once a Marine, always a Marine. Yeah, I was in the Marines once. Marines are just wannabe sailors. Okay, no Marine says I was going to join the Navy, but, okay, it's always the other way around. I was going to join the Marines, but I went Navy instead. Shut the fuck up. So who should civilians salute? Cock salute, bro. Just like that. Sheriff Voice is pretty flamboyantly gay. They're not gay, they're just wussies. The Navy is gay. They gay. The Navy does like gay acts amongst each other. Like touching each other's wieners and stuff. The Marine Corps will just whip them out and show everyone. Two different kinds of gay. No one thinks Marine pilots are the best. That's true. Yeah, nah, our air capabilities are way less than the Navy or the Air Force. Or the Army. Army even has their own Air Force, I guess. Semper Fi. Do or die. Always pie. What makes the grass grow? Blood! You're signing up for the Marines. Let's go. Yeah, sign up. Go to MEPS. Just join the Discord. Thanks for joining the Discord. Do they have to lift stuff? Yup. I don't have a whole lot of boot camp stories. I'm forgetting a lot of them, but I remember one of the things they made us do is like, you have to like hold your rifle by the tip and like, you know, it is dangling down and you have to hold it in front of you and you can't let your arm go down. And like you have to hold it up in one spot until they tell you to put it down. And if you put it down, they start fucking with you. Hovercraft looks vicious. Oh, there's artillery. That's me right there. Look at that. So that you bring these onto the shore either via hovercraft or you can helicopter them in. And then these guns are all emplaced next to each other. So this is a full artillery battery. You have 6 guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each gun is supposed to have 12 guys, but you can shoot it with less. And yeah, this is what I did in the Marine Corps. This was my job, literally right here. We used the M1908s and the M777s. We were like in the transitionary period. And I don't think they really do this that much anymore. But yeah, this is literally where I was. I did artillery in this exact spot. This is at Camp Pendleton. 100%. I know where this is. We give your rifle a woman's name? Because this is the only pussy you're gonna get. I don't like naming things after ladies. Not all of it. Sometimes I do. I would rather name my rifle like Stabby or something like that, you know? Shut up! Shut up! Nothing to bark about. What's the range on those? The max range of a howitzer is going to be with a rocket assisted round, which will reach 14 miles. That's the max range, but usually you're not going to use rocket assisted rounds. Max range of M777. I forgot what it was. 15 miles. Oh, excuse me. I got this wrong. Unassisted, it's 15 miles. With rocket assist, you could do 19 miles. Been a minute. Yeah. Yeah, and it's accurate to the meter. Even more accurate than a meter, but it doesn't matter because it blows up. So it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, they're super accurate. Like, you can literally have it land and hit me from 20 miles away. Don't tell the Chinese government. I mean, if I can Google it, so can they. Just saying. Yeah, no, you can shoot these things pretty far, and they're basically just big guns. So you load a big, giant, explosive bullet in there, and then you load a big thing of powder behind it that you ignite, like inside of the gun chamber, and it shoots the bullet out the tip of the tube, just like a gun. Just a really, really, really big fucking gun. You prior military? Yeah. Oh, you're talking to the other dude. Love your videos. What's up, man? Thanks for watching. Hell yeah, this is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fighting, this is for fun. You know what's funny is I remember is another boot camp story I remember. On the bus to boot camp, I was in LA, we got on buses and we drove to San Diego. We watched fucking Full Metal Jacket. Dr. Dangle, yo, thank you for the raid, my friend. How we doing? What's up, bud? Don't let your dingle dangle in the dirt. The shooting at Iran again? Oh yeah, we're fucking them up right this moment. Literally right this moment. If the United States military pick one thing for Warhammer, what will it be? Space Marines. All right, multiple hearts. I think it was 2 hearts. Thanks for the jewels, Christopher. Appreciate you, buddy. Everybody's sending me jewels today. You guys are awesome. Yeah, probably the Space Marines. That sounds dope. Lead me to the slaughter! Oh, I gotta play that game again. It was so good. US is gonna lose. People actually believe that. That's what's funny. That's crazy, man. First timer, enjoy your humor. Thanks for watching, bro. Stan is dropping messages 15 miles out. Love it. Yes, sir. So when people ask you what's your best distance at the range, you say 20 miles. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I thought it was 14. But no, it's 15 miles without rocket assist, 20 miles. But I swear that we were taught 14 miles. I'm not pulling that number randomly. Like, I don't know why I still kind of believe it's 14, even though Google said otherwise just now. But yeah, dude, that's what I was. I was artillery. This shit's hard, man. Like, all these guys right here, all standing there doing nothing. This shit sucks. This fucking sucks, dude. Like, it's just so boring. Like, if I was here, all I would want to do is go back to the barracks and go play PlayStation. Like, I don't know. Like, this sucks, you know? Fuck, man. And this is on the weekend, too. Right? That's when this happened, is on the weekend. So it's like, fuck, man. I could be at, like, out in the town on Libo right now. Oh, they're shooting now. Now we're working. They just shot. Everyone fired all at the same time. That was badass. You were 14 series? I don't know what that means. I was in Bravo 111. How good were your barracks? My barracks have been demolished. They don't even exist anymore. They were so bad. Yeah. My barracks were like, I think they were from like the 80s or 70s or something. They were so old. Decrepit. Yeah, I was in Las Pulgas. If anyone familiar with Pendleton, yeah, you'll know Las Pulgas. So that's where I was. I was across the street from the gas station on Pulgas Road. Make the mountains glass. Awesome. Yeah, we could do that. Would they packed a ton of snacks while sitting and chilling? Oh yeah, dude, they got snacks. These guys, they got snacks. And if they don't got snacks, then their leader failed them, because somebody needs to tell you, like, bro, bring some snacks. We're going to be sitting here a while. Have a good night, Stan, and chat. God bless. See you, Bill Streets. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. If flies didn't have wings, would we call them walks? Yeah. Thank you for your service. Thanks for paying taxes. Da, 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 da. We got a second wind of views on the stream. That's actually kind of cool. I really do appreciate that. But it's almost 10 o'clock here, and I'm just kind of hanging out. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. But I think I want to go live again tomorrow on Stamp Price channel. I was going to play some games, but I'm going to hang out with Brittany tonight instead. Yes, sir. Yep, I'm jumping out of here. Guys, thank you very much for watching. You're amazing. I will be back next time. I've been streaming a lot more recently. I do a lot of gaming streams over on my Twitch too, so which is right here, Papa Stanimus, if you guys fuck with Twitch. You can also find my gaming channel on YouTube. That's where you'll see a bunch of my gaming stuff. A lot more hours go into the gaming streams if you guys like that kind of thing. But good night, everybody. I appreciate you. I'll see you next